Majesty 5. We're surprisingly close to being there. I figured as much once I picked up the Necronomicon, so I've been trying to force through laws as much as I have. I'm usually pretty slow on it, but... The Chief Diviner is a slot that I need filled by someone who I can practically guarantee will be a loyalist. Because, ultimately speaking, he has no power, so more or less just a free loyal. Then we're going to look for, like, the weakest of our, quote, powerful vassals. You. And my mother, who is, without question, of course, a loyalist. You're like the strongest, so I basically can't fuck with you. That's the problem. These advisor votes... Like, they add extra votes, so it's a problem. Actually, like, we've got 3 votes. We've got 5 against. No matter what, I'm going to have to put somebody for another loyalist. So, that puts us at 4 against 4. Now, I can't remember one thing. Do we win ties? Do we have the tie-breaking vote, or is ties failure? Christ, can't remember. I say staring down this one. Yeah. Council is allowed to initiate voting for this type of law by spending a favor on their liege. Yeah. Oh boy. Full council authority. That I don't remember, so I need to ensure that we have one more loyal vote. You're at 80. So I think I can override you and suffer the least amount of consequences. You're content, so you'll probably end up being a loyalist? Good. Alright. I look for content people when it comes to this sort of thing. Alright. At least now we should have no problem passing the law. And then this time don't have to use any favor shenanigans. Alright. We can become a mystic. Weird scholar. Not beyond normal men. Ask scholars such as you to preserve things in secret, lest all humanity go insane with the knowledge of its own insignificance. Yeah. I shall be a devoted keeper of the Elder Secrets. Yeah. As we are now up to 21 learning. Alright, instead of scholarship focus now, I'm going to move to the family focus, because I'd like some extra diplomacy points. Some extra fertility wouldn't be bad. Demand your religious conversion. Which improves our relations. Good. So more likely for children. Check. And how goes the laws? Alright. Triple check the council. Make sure all is well. This should have no problems. Approved. Excellent. And all things considered, we are actually in great shape now. Like, the factions aren't growing. At least particularly quickly. Although there are still some problems. They're far from the worst that could happen. And we have effective control over the council. Although the council is pretty piss poor and pathetic, it's a council, alright? I like how much more stuff is just turning black. Like, our technological advancements around here have been amazing. I actually can't use you for anything, though. It's alright. The loyalists will not be doing too much. Alright. Good. So now we just need to passively wait 10 years without pissing anybody off. And then by 890 and 989, we'll be able to centralize total power. Well, it's 551 right now. So, we need, still need about 600 points. Not an easy thing to get. Independence faction's a bit big. It's alright, though. It's alright. Mayor Dowd is no longer Chancellor. It's a problem. As, we need somebody who is a loyalist. We'll need some holy men. Really probably should not be throwing away my karma like this. I mean, I'm literally losing it over time. Not good. But it's either that or 88 gold. No one here is really getting that much of an opinion of me, huh? Or this list is not updating, is it? I was like, yeah, this list totally updates, right? No, not in the slightest. And you'll be a loyalist? Yep, good. You're not even a powerful vassal, are you, now? Alright. Well, you're something. Is there anywhere with higher majesty than you? Like, maybe Constantinople? No. That is the highest majesty province in the world. Study it, I guess. Even if it's a small amount. Then you need to start moving. We need to start moving tech back in here. He's still the best for the job. Alright. Aha, another child. Still no genius, sadly. Alright. Brian Ross. Thank you for your support on Patreon. And for you... Conscientious. Turn you into the economics child. Christ. This Necronomicon, man. This Necronomicon. Experiencing a plague of pirates on our coast. There's rumor that you are supporting them. I must reassure him. We can afford 50 prestige. Like, we gain almost 10 a month. As I've been trying to sort some things out. Yeah. The problem is this is still ahead. Christ. 72% ahead. Every year the costs go down a little bit at least. Every year. Alright. Like I said, for the first time here, we have a pretty solid chance though. And that's why I'm kind of being cautious, right? Like, I haven't launched any major offensives. The hell are you guys even doing here? I mean, I'm okay with this. Like, break them apart a little more, would you? Also, how's our threat? We're down to 14%. Good. Peasant revolt, Patani peasant revolt. Alright. I mean, there are a lot out here, so we'll have to see, but... suppose we'll upgrade that. Yeah. So. Now, if I remember right, this place had, somewhere around here had tech for something, right? Yeah, at a university. Alright, it's town infrastructure 2, isn't it? Not town infrastructure 3. So we can start building things like universities out here. Good, good. I mean, it's economic tech points, so it's not as good as the theological schools for us right now, since we are super hard trying to advance to culture, but it's something. Nagash. A little full fussy. That's acceptable. Yeah. You'll be educated curiously. 550. Yeah, I'm really hoping to get a few more notches here. It's 3% a year, so it's not likely, but something. Step 1 is still trying to push about as much into this as we can. That's the lowest +2 vassal, that's fine. So we'll lose 2 more points of vassal. Or two more to our vassal limit, I should say. That's fine, though. Because we want an imperial administration, which gives us +25 anyway. So we want -10 from max centralization as well. Someday. Right now, high centralization is perfectly fine. It's giving us quite a set of holdings here. So if we can get 2 more, 3 more. Like, laws +3. Oh, no longer an advisor, huh? Well, congratulations. I suppose you're succeeding your father. No, you're not. Fuck you. Because if we're in a non-aggression pact, you can't join... I'm pretty certain you can't join factions if you're in a non-aggression pact with me, so... you just became rather quite useless. Nope. I'll just throw a few people on here and see what I get, if anything. Yeah, you're brave, so I kind of saw that coming. I'm finally getting a little better at seeing what, makes people certain things. And basically I've come to just look for people who are content. Right? Like, people who are content and I think trusting seem to be loyalists more often. Alright. Previously, the only one I could really figure out before would be Zealot. But, yeah. So, we pretty much, like I said, just kind of look for people who are content. You can't join factions. And you are in both factions. We'll see. We'll leave the spot open for now. It votes no anyway, so... chance of him becoming brave, or he just becomes honest? I mean, yes. Honesty is good. We're raising him to be diplomatic, so... just wroth or envious. Yeah, we'll really just, try to turn this into just... it's a pretty bad trait. Oh. Yeah, we have had that raised a little too long. Yeah, so he isn't joining factions. Good. We've got that taken care of then. Alright. Let's take some concubines, shall we? Search. Genius. No. Any transfer quick? No. Strong? No. Brawny? No. Alright, well. We tried. Alright. Diplomacy held high. Check. So yeah, 1150 plus 550. So we need 1700 points. We're still like 630 short of where we need to be. We're trying though. The Necronomicon boost really helped us. Got us like what, 300? I don't know if it'll be enough, but I was hoping to get a few more notches into Majesty. We might still manage it, just after we shuffle the council into something more proper. I just kind of want to leave this spot open just in case. Just in case something comes up. This is more or less the gist of it. Nusa Tenggara. This guy is pretty threatening, actually. About 2.75k, he's in both factions. You can't actually appoint him, though. That's why it's something to put Pomo in. That can't be right. I was away. Doubt besets me. I'm actually kind of surprised that hasn't happened thus far. Nah, I trust her. I mean, all things said and done, like, I'm not really that worried about it. I'm not really that worried about it. We have 3 children already that we're pretty sure are ours. And I mean, the worst the 4th one can do is be better. Be better or just not inherit anything. That's pretty much the gist of it. I'm fine with any and all children, really. Super progressive. Our brother. Oh dear. Hope he isn't prone to accidents. The question is that really a good idea? Well, it doesn't matter. I can't get enough anyway. I don't think I will. It'll be easier just to kick his ass. LFS, you bastard. Bring an adventurer against me. Yeah, you ran away. Smart move. Smart move. Alright. So, in 984, we'll be able to centralize war declaration to us as well. And then finally, we'll be able to completely abolish the council. Christ. Pretty good. Out of curiosity, there goes our retinue usage. 9,310, eh? Alright. Let's see, we have 7,500 in use, so that gives us 500, 810... 1,810. Alright. 600. Just enough, actually. There we are. Get some pikemen in there for some extra deeps. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to reappoint the marshal. Least we can do is appoint someone who's in a faction. There we are. Weakened. It's a good start. Nusa Tenggara Banjar. Alright. There is the Banjar guy. I'm pretty certain I can. Nusa Tenggara. I vaguely remember you being very powerful. No. You got 3,000. And you're in both factions. Alright. Well, welcome to the advisor slot, I suppose. There. Just gotta hold on for a little while. The problem is, after this, faction members will start being able to join the council. We'll start being able to join factions, which concerns me, but I can at least enforce realm peace upon, right before the eve of the vote, which should do good. Good. Getting some pikemen out there. They're heavy infantry, so they also benefit from our higher than the rest infantry tech here. Alright. Still have no idea what to spend this stuff on. I feel like light infantry, because it does help the archers a fair bit. Just buffing troops. It's not terrible. Not terrible. Okay. Doubt besets me. Yeah, I'm just paranoid now. I'm not too worried about it. No, I trust her. Like, I'm reading the Necronomicon and got paranoid. It happens. It just kind of happens. I'm not worried. I trust the AI to not be Infidelitas more than I trust someone who's read the Necronomicon. As it turns out. As it turns out. Alright. Slowly getting better. We still need, like 1,600 or 600 points. It's something we can totally do. That said, it's about time to end today's episode here. We have a year until LFS does his adventure thing. And then after that, we'll hopefully be able to get War Declaration put back to the ruler. And the council members can start joining factions, which will make for the final leg of the race, as it were. The council power abolishment is a tough one. We'll have to spend more or less 5 years in fighting what amounts to, council power civil wars, so we'll see. In the meantime, though, thank you everybody for watching. We're so close here. I've been your lovely host, Galvin, signing off.